This Diwali, light up your screens with smiles and wisdom.
ये दिवाली मुस्कान वाली.
ET Now presents Diwali coverage like never before. Catch Chris Wood's Big India call as he unveils market insights that could turn your Diwali golden. For the love of gain and game, join Manish Chokhani in a strategic play of investments. Dive into market musings with Prashant Jain and Navneet Munot for a prosperous year ahead. Get all your queries answered. Sameer Arora and Nilesh Shah are here to light up your investment path. Madhusudan Kela reveals what's in store for Samvad 2080. Stay ahead, stay informed. Discover 80 sparkling stocks for Samvad 2080 with the mavens of the market. The consumer wears Prada. Witness how India is embracing the premium life. Join the Diwali Cookout with Nazara Tech and Sugar Cosmetics. Blend your portfolio with the best. Relive the ultimate snakes and ladders. The biggest trends from the Samvad gone by. Bringing ancient wisdom to life. Join us for Sutras for Success with Sanjeev Sanyal. Gear up for the new Samvad with ET Now's best-in-class programming. This Diwali, let knowledge and joy illuminate your investments. Ye Diwali, Muskaan Wali. Only on ET Now. Tune in.
What's on the Diwali menu today? Well, we've got a recipe for success and a recipe for a cookout. Hello everyone and welcome to the Diwali Cookout show right here on ET Now. And I have two iconic new age tech startup founders who are joining in to battle it out. Joining me on the show today, I have the lovely Vineeta Singh. She is the founder and CEO at Sugar Cosmetics, and we also have with us Nitish Mittersain, who's the joint managing director and CEO at Nazara Technologies. Good to have you both on board. So guys, are you ready to battle it out for a cookout? You're making some yummy pasta. Let's start off by you guys telling me about what's your favorite Diwali food.
For me, favorite Diwali food is usually all the Indian food that you make, right? All the heavy. So you fast for 1 week before. You fast for 1 week before Diwali, and then you have whatever
so that
you
can
have
hog at Diwali, yeah.
What about you, Vineeta?
I love all Delhi food. I grew up in Delhi and Diwali is huge there. So like chole bhature and rajma chawal, and then of course lots and lots of mithai.
See, but I know both of you don't cook, so I've kept it very simple.
Thank you.
And you guys are going to make pastas. We also have the gracious chef Amay who is joining us because we've got blind reading the blind. Namaste, Chef Amay. Maybe you can help guide us. What kind of a pasta do you want to make today, Vineeta?
Let's make a pasta with red sauce.
Sure, ma'am.
That'll be interesting.
We can do that.
So we'll start
And is this like a competition? Because I'm very competitive.
Cookout. So let's see who makes the better pasta dish. I think we can have the chef and us also sample and see who does
my God.
better job.
Let's bring it on.
Yes, bring it on. Let's get started, chef.
We'll do some white pasta, I think.
Yeah, some white pasta.
I'm actually quite good at doing mobile games, cooking games. A lot of practice on that. So maybe I will win.
What is this?
So he has a bit of an edge. I don't know if that'll help, but let's see. Maybe
So,
we
ma'am,
can
start with the...
good at adding sugar to it.
Yeah.
Good one, good one. Nita, I know that you wear the business hat and the sports hat as well.
Yes.
Very gracefully.
I'm actually...
Heels for the sports shoes.
Yes.
Let's add some vegetables.
Ran a race at my son's school because they had like sports day and they got all the mothers to also run. And yes.
Okay, so good for you. So tell me, what's a little bit more about your exercise routine? Are you into
Some
fitness?
broccoli.
Oh yes, I love running. So for the last 15 years, every year I've been doing the Mumbai Marathon.
Yes.
And of course a lot of ultra marathons and triathlons. That's something I do for fun, not really just for fitness, but because I really enjoy it. I enjoy racing.
Okay, chef, now no helping, huh? You guys need to add your own.
I had a setting with him.
Ma'am, you can add sauces on your pasta.
So shall we add the sauce?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Chalo, maybe Nitish, you go ahead and add white sauce and you're adding the
Nitish.
red. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're doing red sauce. And Nitish, what about you? What's the fitness routine like? Are you into fitness?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think fitness is extremely important for me, but I really can't function without it.
Yeah.
So I think
Gym
three or four
running
times gym is important, but I picked up something really interesting during COVID. So I live in this tall apartment building,
Yeah.
and everything was locked down, right?
Yeah.
So I started running up the stairs.
Oh, yeah, that's
So I try and
so
do
making use of what's that? I need more
Yeah.
sauce in my pasta.
So you run up and you come down by the elevator, or you do both
correct.
sides?
So I try and do once or twice a week 100 floors walking up.
100 floors? Now you
Running,
deserve
walking
the
up.
pasta.
And so that's been good. I also picked up this martial arts called Krav Maga.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
So
I know, I've heard of
I'm
that.
trying to. I'm level 2 now. I'm trying to do better.
Yes, ma'am.
Good,
So you
good,
don't want to
it's
pick a fight with me.
Certainly don't. So maybe you want to let him win today?
Yes, I think so. And you know, great choice of food because pastas are generally recommended the night before a race because they are because it's carbs, but
Yeah.
it's carbs that actually you don't absorb very quickly.
Oh.
So,
So good
it's
idea.
great for like.
Shall we add the pasta in, chef, or should we
Let's
add
just cook the sauce.
Let it cook.
So
the
you,
sauce
ma'am, you want to add some asparagus in your pasta?
Yes, why not? Whatever it takes to beat him.
Some healthy stuff, some healthy food.
Speaking of comfort
Healthy is very
food,
important,
you know, what's
yeah.
that one thing that maybe when you're down or you're upset or you've been
Yeah.
traveling too much, you come back, you just
Yeah.
want that comfort food. What would that be for you, Nitish?
I mean, I do have a sweet tooth, so especially when I'm stressed out. It can be
Yeah.
chocolate. But routine, I like your Indian Punjabi food, like Romali roti, copper chimney style.
Same, so heavy dals and what
Yeah.
about you?
Me
Vineeta?
too,
Just
me
the-
too. I
Some
have
to add
rajma
some
chawal
seasoning.
Which
after a
one?
stressful day. And that's my like comfort food every night whenever I'm stressed, especially.
Lot of help coming from the chef now.
So you want me to step back, ma'am?
No, you can step in, but I also want them to like
To
be
cook.
in
Okay,
the
so
format.
ma'am, you
Yeah.
can,
You wanna
so ma'am, you
add,
can
yeah.
add all those seasoning.
What is this? This is
So
the
this
cheese.
is Parmesan cheese,
Parmesan
we've
is
got
good.
pepper, we've got basil,
Sure.
parsley, oregano, salt and chili flakes, and I think garlic you've already added. So what would you like? Can I pass something down
Yes,
to you?
I definitely want chili flakes. I
Okay.
want some parmesan.
Let's see
I
how
like
they
it
do.
spicy.
Yeah, I think mine is
So
looking
yes,
looking
yes,
nice.
yes.
It's looking quite
No?
creamy and cheesy.
Yeah,
I'm leaning
exactly.
Towards this one
Exactly.
right now, but this is
I'm
looking
winning.
spicy and interesting. So the total
you can
opposite
add your
is what
pasta.
is
Spice.
Is that tissue paper?
Tissue paper.
Yeah.
So what would you say, guys, is like the recipe to success? Because I know that I want to talk a little bit more about how you guys started out, which I will do,
Yeah,
but what
sure.
according to you is like the recipe for success?
So for me, I think I call something called 3 Ps. I think for anything, the starting point really is passion, right?
Yes.
But if you have passion, you need to persevere. So perseverance is
Key.
extremely.
Cook some vegetables. I'm
Sorry.
adding some stock in it.
And the
even your
last thing
pasta.
that's really important for me is positivity.
Little bit.
And I learned
Passion, perseverance,
Correct.
positivity.
Correct.
That's the ingredients for
That's right.
success. Okay. What about you, Vineeta?
So you
Do
can
you have
add
any?
your pasta.
I agree
Yeah.
with one
Where's the
of his
pasta?
P's a
This one?
lot. So for me, it's been just persistence.
How do I
not
just take it
giving
like
up.
this?
For
You have some
like
Just
15 years, I've been a founder and had a lot of failures. But I think the only thing that failures are not fatal.
I like.
So if you just
I like.
hang in there,
That's our
keep
quote
showing
for the day.
up.
Failures are not fatal.
Yes,
Great.
keep showing up.
Yeah.
And I think if you have to build something for decades, you
Yeah.
have to enjoy what you're doing. So
Okay.
it also comes back to, being
Passionate about
being
what you
passionate
do.
about what you do. So I think, as long as you have a
No,
lot
just mix
of
it, no?
love for your
Yes, sir.
consumers and patience,
Yeah.
in India, the opportunity and the market is so big and so fast growing and so versatile that I think anyone can really build something great.
Maybe I'm sure that there have been
Now you
times
can
that
add
you've
pasta.
been
Yeah.
down and out. Like you said, Vineeta, you've been a founder for 15 years.
Yeah.
Has there been that one person in your life who has egged you on to dream big, to be more passionate and go for your goals, and who would that be?
Yeah, I think there have been a lot of people because, I realized early on that women grow up not projecting their ambitions a lot. They hide their ambitions in the
Just have
closet
to
because
toss
they
what
get
we've been conditioned
yeah,
to do.
we get judged for sounding too ambitious, right?
Yeah.
So I realized very early on that compared to like my male counterparts, I always set a lower bar for how big my ambition could be. And I think my co-founder, who's also my husband Kaushik, as well as my dad, have always pushed me to believe in myself. And there was a point where I thought that probably entrepreneurship is not for me 5 years into it. And I thought maybe I should just go take up a job. And I remember, my dad telling me that, if you want to build something great, you need to be patient and you need to give it decades. You can't build something great in a day. Just if you have the ability to stay the course for like 10 years, 20 years, you can make it happen. So somehow found the courage to keep going.
So who would be that one person for you that really egged you on? Or did you have anyone that you
Yeah, look, I've had such a long journey, right?
Yeah.
It's been 30 years.
started in the 7th grade, I think. So
No,
maybe
I was
you
7
got
years
that
old. So
You were 7 years old? I thought it was
when I got
7th
into
grade.
gaming.
Wow.
So,
Okay, wow.
You've been gaming since you were 7?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was coding games when I was 7. So starting with my dad, who
Brain
started.
child.
I'm suddenly like, my son is, your elder son is 8 years old. Should he already be coding?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
He should be gaming.
Okay, wow. Nitish.
Starting with my dad, who introduced me to the ZX Spectrum, which really became my passion, right? To my family, my mom, my wife, my sister. Of course, family is always there to support you.
Yes.
I've had great mentors in my life. My own grandfather was a very eminent cardiologist, Dr. V.K. Goel.
Okay.
The big bull,
Yes.
Mr. Rakesh Junjunwala, and my mentor Shami Kapoor, the actor.
Oh wow.
All of them, right?
Your mentor was Shami Kapoor?
Yeah, absolutely, for such a long time till he passed away in 2012. So,
What did he tell you? How did he advise you?
so he was a lot into computers and technology. I spent a lot of time at his home, talking about what could be the future. And one of my P's, right? I learned a lot of positivity from him.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a long journey and a lot of people who really encouraged me along the way.
Yeah, that's great because you guys, I think the importance of family really, it comes down to having that great support system, which you both were very fortunate to have. And that being said, what do you think, as well as just when you're having those low moments or something not going great, what's the best piece of advice that you think you need to give to keep people moving on, to stay motivated, that productivity hack?
Yeah. I think for me, it's been, one is you should have some passions outside your work.
Okay, yeah.
Like, for example,
like cooking is not yours.
It's
Neither
it's
of
not.
us.
But for example, I've been in a jazz band for 2 decades.
Nitish, who's this new person I'm meeting? We talk
Jazz
about
band, Krav Maga, what's going
we talk
on?
about results and Q2 and Kidzopia and this stuff like that, and here this is the
So
new
I picked
Nitish,
up the saxophone when I was 17 or 18, so quite late in the day. But it's really helped me because whenever I'm down, I'll pick up my sax, play some song. If I'm able to get it right, I feel happy. So I think having something that helps you de-stress is very important. And I think in my darkest times, just that hope that things will be better, eventually do turn out to be better.
Yeah.
Just keep that hope alive, I would say.
Anything for you?
Yeah, I think, entrepreneurship is hard. It's a very hard, very long and very lonely journey. And I think the one thing that I keep reminding myself is, to look back at where I started. When I started the first few years, it was even being able to take home 10,000 bucks was hard.
A big deal.
And living by myself in Mumbai, I really couldn't afford anything. Like to be able to afford a cup of coffee used to take like a month of saving, right? So I feel, I just keep reminding myself about how far I've come. And I think because the entrepreneurial journey is so long, while you have to be ambitious and you're always looking at the stars and seeing how big something you can create, you have to also keep feeling grateful for how far you've come. And I think just that combination of ambition plus, humility and gratitude about how far you've come is super important because all of us at some point got lucky.
I
mean, we were some point, we turned out to be at the right place at the right time as well.
True.
And it's not like, we sort of made everything happen. And I just remind myself to be grateful.
Okay, Chef Amay is going to come and we're going to start plating your stuff. We're going to head over now and sample the food. So let's do the plating.
Super. I hope the pasta is cooked.
You
So I
want me
just-
to help you?
Yeah, just no. Can we just
Don't
check
worry, they
it?
cooked it a
It's
little
It's
bit
okay.
before.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Looking good, looking
Oh,
good.
mine looks
this
healthy, no?
pasta. Yeah, looks healthy, creamy, cheesy. I'm dying to begin.
Mix of all of it.
There we go.
Okay.
This is what Nitish has presented, his Alfredo fusilli pasta
Add some
with green
chopped parsley
vegetables
and some parmesan on top.
capsicum
Okay,
as
should
well.
I
looking
added parmesan
fab.
already.
It's all
Should I
my
add some
gaming
more on
practice.
All your gaming practice. Maybe we'll
Thank
give that to you. And Vineeta, oh, look at this garnishes and all. Maybe she's really gunning
Yes,
for
I'm gunning for the first
winning
place.
this, putting this on top, making it look super fancy. Maybe we'll add like some basil leaves.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Yeah.
idea,
Yes, ma'am.
chef? This is me helping you.
Thank you.
So even you can add some chopped parsley on your pasta.
To make it look very gourmet style and
Yeah.
fancy. Okay, there you go, guys. Time to move right on to the
Wow.
next stage where we'll be tasting how good their pasta is.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It looks amazing, and
Yeah,
this is really
it's
the first pasta I've ever made. Thanks to you.
Looking
Thanks
so
a lot.
good.
Thank you, chef.
you so
Without
much,
you,
ma'am.
I know we would not have pulled off these amazing pastas. So thank you for
My
your help.
pleasure to working
Now
with
we'll
you.
have to test it out.
Sure, ma'am.
This Diwali, say jao 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 to all the negativity, all the toxicity in your life, and only say ow 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 to positivity, to the brightness and the shining diyas in your life. May it bring more brightness to you all and bring this Diwali into a wow 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 Diwali for all our viewers. So happy Diwali everyone out there.
All right, welcome back. This is the Cookout. We've got Nitish Mittersain, Vineeta Singh with us, and this is the true test, guys. But we're going to enjoy our meal and chat a little bit as well. Let's dig in. What have you
Yes,
guys made?
I
You've
am
got-
gonna let you start with mine, just in case it's not good. You can end with his.
Okay, gonna try this yummy penne. I guess we can
Do you want
all
some
be
more
the
olives?
judge. Ah, now she's patawing me
Yes,
on
of
some more
course.
olives and all. Okay.
Always
Mine is a
bribe
white
the referee.
pasta
White
with a
health.
cherry on top.
Ah,
Tomato on top,
tomato
actually.
cherry
Yeah,
on top. Okay, great. And everyone,
healthy
guys,
as well.
Actually, I'm gonna take a bite
Yeah,
of
please,
yours.
please.
Yeah, y'all must try each other's. I say we all three just give our votes. We're three of us. We say who we think was better. And don't be biased to your own pasta. Yum. Nitish, I love the sauce.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a little salt.
Yeah, zero salt.
Yeah.
You typically have less salt for health reasons.
I
or-
think
Not
he doesn't
really.
know how to cook.
No, I missed it.
I think Chef Ame added the salt for me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have
So
definitely
I
oversalt.
think, guys, we have a winner because
Yeah.
the minus the salt, maybe that would have been the winner, but that has got some
healthy.
crazy spice. It is yummy, guys. You're the winner of
Thank
the
you, Mom.
Cookout.
And thank you, Chef Ame.
So, guys, we were chatting before as well, and while we were rolling, and you guys both have young children, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who look up to you as well as entrepreneurs. You've gone through the struggles, you made it out. On the other side, what's the advice that you have for young entrepreneurs, people looking to start their own business?
Look, from my end, I think today where India is positioned, right, it's really the decade for startups in India. And there's nothing better
Yeah.
than doing your own startup.
Yeah.
Second thing is, I think the opportunity size has become the home market has become very large. You have hundreds of millions of consumers that are digital. You have digital payment system that's doing very well. You have a very well developed funding ecosystem, VCs, angel investors, etc. So for entrepreneurs today to start up, build for the world from India is a massive opportunity. I think what, for example, my company achieved in 20 years can now be achieved in 2 years, 3 years, and you're seeing it all around you, right?
Yeah.
So I think youngsters should try and start up,
Yeah.
fail quick, try again,
Yeah.
And that's where the real opportunity is.
You know, Vineeta, I also wanted to understand about your industry. It's a very competitive one. You've got some big players as well entering the space. So how do you, or what's your strategic plan in order to stay on top, maintain market share, hold out?
Yeah, sure. So first I'll start with just adding to what he said. I really think that the next decade belongs to India and especially startups here. I mean, we are the only economy that's growing 7-8%. And the access to capital has become easier. I've, over the last 12 months, been hearing a lot of founders, you know, feeling dejected that it's not a good time to start because the funding environment is slightly lower over the last 12 months. But I think also if you look at the best companies created, you know, starting up in a bad environment is great because that's when you really learn from your consumers. Over the last few years, we've built a community on Instagram and YouTube, which is the largest and the fastest growing in India. We have like more than 4 million women on YouTube and Instagram, and that allows us the opportunity to have a very tight feedback loop. So a lot of our business is direct to consumer. We get a lot of feedback on Instagram and YouTube. And I think the only way to keep growing market share would be doing right by our consumers, which means, you know, being the fastest innovating brand that really listens to young women and responds to their needs. And so yes, it's going to be all execution from here to, I mean, we're already the third largest color cosmetics brand in India. Our aim is to become #1. And that's what the journey of the next few years will be.
And Nitish, just if we look at your overall businesses, take us through what's really going to pivot growth when it comes to esports, because that's huge.
Yeah, I think it's a macro trend. But the youngsters today, you know, when we grew up, when I grew up, cricket was all your life was about, right?
Yeah.
You would watch cricket on TV, you would go down and play cricket with your building.
Have you got tickets to the World Cup final?
Not anymore, but I can get for you, don't worry.
Oh, really? Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, committed on TV. So it was, our life revolved around cricket, right?
Yeah.
I think cricket is being replaced by gaming.
So, Vineeta, we were chatting earlier that when you guys IPO, you'll need advice from the likes of Nitish. What's the game plan? When are you going to IPO?
I'm seeing like a 2 to 3 year horizon. I think the learning over the last 12 months, and it's a good thing, has been that you want to be in the market when you're comfortably PAT positive. And so I think, you know, for us, the aspiration is that next year we're going to be in the 5% odd EBITDA zone. And after that, we have an opportunity with a 10 to 15% EBITDA to go consider a listing. So I think 2.5 years is the time frame that I have in mind.
Any advice you want to give?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
like
sure.
lots of advice.
I think having predictable, sustainable revenues is important. I think the Indian market has also showed that they want profitability. Unlike US markets, etc., where, you know, large losses are accepted. I think getting to that point is important. I think the only other advice I have is perhaps you start acting as a listed company. Maybe a year and a half prior to actually listing, right? You start doing your quarterly results internally, get a governance tight, etc. That's very helpful.
That's really good advice,
has been for
actually.
us.
Okay, start acting like a listed company. And let's also discuss then financials in greater detail for you. What's the growth milestone, say 5 years from now, in terms of EBITDA, revenue projections? Because you are growing very steadily on a year-on-year basis.
Well, as you would know, as a listed company, I can't give a guidance. It's been almost 3 years, so now I'm kind of
now you know
trained,
the right answer.
trained to say what I can say and I can't say. But I think the bigger picture is gaming in India is going to be very large.
Okay.
You have everyone walking around with a mobile phone. Actually has a fantastic gaming console in his hand or her hand, right? So I think that's very important for us. Large consumer base, digital data available, digital payments, youth. So I think the tailwinds are very strong for us or for gaming in general. As Nazara has been a leader in that space for many years, today only listed gaming company. It's for us to drop the ball or, you know, hit it out of the park.
You're not listed, you don't have any expenses.
But I'm learning from the master.
Oh, you're acting like a listed company.
acting like a listed.
So any projections you want to give us where you see it?
So last year, you know, we grew about 90% and managed to improve our EBITDA losses by about 15%. So we closed at about 430 crore net revenue and about minus 15% on EBITDA. The plan is from here on to continue to grow about 50 to 60% every year, and get very close to break even this year. So we're expecting November onwards to be at a month level profitability, and that's really going to be the focus in the run up to the IPO.
Vineeta, there's an omni-channel strategy that you have to adopt. How important is online? Where are your customers coming from? What's the offline strategy?
Yeah. So for us, even today, after 8 years of building Sugar, 90% of the discovery still happens online. And, that's the journey, digital discovery, but omni-channel shopping.
Anything that gives you sleepless nights when it comes to your business, when it comes to your work?
I think just what we spoke, right?
Quarterly analyst calls.
No.
Appearing on media.
That is okay. I mean, it's quarter se quarter tak, until it is quarter se kayamat tak, right?
Fingers crossed. What are the up and coming trends when it comes to makeup?
So I think post-COVID, there has been this trend around minimalism, where you want to have like really
but that's also an effort.
And a glow from within. Yeah, that's effort.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's called no makeup.
Yeah.
And which is a big trend because like Generation Z and Gen Alpha are all about comfort and athleisure and minimalistic looks.
Look, final question: if you weren't an entrepreneur, weren't in this sector, what would you be doing? Would we see you as
I would be playing my sax in a jazz
I
club.
was just going to say, is it going to be Nitish musician?
You actually cooked pasta and you're a sax player of a listed sax player running a listed company. I think he's going to get some marriage proposals after this show.
Too late now.
Too late now with the 2 kids. I think you are prepping your kids now for this. What about you? Maybe if you weren't into this?
I would probably be running a coffee shop or some other business.
You wouldn't be maybe like, because you left a job to do this. You left a
I
lucrative
definitely
offer.
wouldn't have stuck to a job for very long. I think there's so much action happening in the consumer sector. So yeah, maybe I'd be running some other kind of consumer business for women.
Consumer business, though, it would be. Okay. Thanks, guys, for joining in. We have a great winner with us, so congratulations. No salt made Nitish lose.
It was meant to be healthy.
To be healthy. Okay.
Yes,
thank you guys so much for joining in on the Cookout. Wishing you a prosperous, happy Diwali for you and your family and your entire team as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and happy Diwali, and happy Diwali to everybody.
Okay, let's dig in.